Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Wednesday afternoon. It is November the 27th, and I want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. I hope if you had to travel, you have already arrived where you're going to spend the holiday. If you are in transit, traveling, please be careful. During this video, I'm going to talk about why it's important to be alert, even during a holiday, of course, and even when you're in somewhat of a crowd, or big crowd, medium-sized crowd. It's just so important, okay? I'm going to give an example of what happened in Atlanta yesterday, all right? But again, I hope you have a safe Thanksgiving. I just wanted to get that out there. And I also have a terrific passage I'm going to share with you that is a warning, but also is very encouraging. So stay tuned for that. It's in the Old Testament, all right? It's a good one. It's a real good one. But first, I just have to mention, I've noticed in the last couple of videos, and it's like a badge of honor for me in a way, and trolls don't bother me. That to me, a sign of any measure of success is that you have trolls, all right? If I had no trolls, if I had nobody coming on and saying bad things, I would probably wonder if I'm doing the right thing or what I need to improve on, right? But I've had a couple lately that feel the need to announce their departure, and I don't get that. I mean, I'm speaking for personally, and I watch other YouTube channels. Now, I will say it's rare. I don't watch a lot of prepper channels or homestead channels. I watch some. I mean, Mrs. Dawg watches more homestead stuff, and I watch those with her. But when I'm driving at work, driving with work, or driving just whatever, or by myself, I don't watch a lot of prepper channels. I watch a few. I watch some. But I watch mostly other stuff. Sometimes it's just music. And sometimes it's just stuff about what I'm interested in, my hobbies, sports, college football, trucks, cars, the automotive industry, because I'm very interested in all that. It's like a nice distraction, you know. And of course, I keep up with current events, of course. But, and there are channels that I'm subscribed to that I don't watch on a regular basis, or there are channels that I watched a year or two ago that I don't watch now. It's nothing bad on them. It's just I have a limited amount of time. So I understand that it's no problem. That viewers come and go, you know, and that's fine. That's totally, I get it. This is not for everybody. But to announce it, to make a comment, to actually type the comment out, and this was a long comment, fairly long, explaining why they have to leave and tell me goodbye, you know. So it was kind of they actually complimented me in there, or tried to, I guess, but then was like, I have to watch something more happy, you know. I have to watch something more happy. I get it. I get that. I mean, you know, that's why what I'm doing. I'm merely reporting what is going on in this world, current events that have to do with preparedness. I'm reporting on that. I am giving some commentary because it's my channel, and I'm talking about Jesus. I'm sharing a passage at the end of it that's 99 times out of 100 is very encouraging. So sometimes I show our doggies, our puppies at home. So I try to lace in some positive things. I try to inject some humor and talk about other things from time to time. I talk about nostalgia every now and then, you know, how I miss the 80s, things like that. But when you're reporting current events, it's not always going to be happy, okay? And I try to keep you guys updated on what's going on, and just my advice from my point of view. But anyway, I have to question the motivation. You know, why does somebody have to comment that they're leaving? You know, so I wonder about that. You know, I've never, like, channels that I've decided not to watch again. The last thing, I'm not gonna put a comment down there. I'm not even gonna take that time to do that, right? And by the way, I might come back and watch them next month or something. Or there's channels that I haven't watched in a couple of months that I watch now again, and it depends on what they're talking about. I get it, right? So anyway, I just had to share that. I just had to share it. What do y'all think about that? And some of you guys have been with me since like the early days when I started, and those videos were so lame. I mean, lame-o. And so I really appreciate it. I really do. Really. But I understand people come and go. I get it. All right. I think this happened yesterday. And just, even if you're in a crowd, even if you're in a broad daylight, we must keep alert. I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I will find myself when I let my guard down. Ms. Dawg and I are walking through a crowd, or even in a big store or outdoor market or whatever. There were a lot of people around, intermingling, coming in, coming and going all around you, and you're crossing paths with a lot of people. We really need to stay alert. I don't think we talk about that part enough. A woman was randomly attacked in near downtown Atlanta yesterday, right outside the World of Coca-Cola. Now, that's a fairly popular tourist little area. They got the Coca-Cola exhibit there. They've got the aquarium out there. They got the big big Ferris wheel thingy out there. It's shops and stuff. So it's a cool little place. I mean, we've been to it. Ms. Dawg and I have been into that before. The Coca-Cola thing, the aquarium and all that. But it's been quite a while. I cannot tell you. I'm trying to remember the last time I went into downtown Atlanta. I avoid it unless, if at all possible. But this lady was attacked, and she was a Savannah resident, so she was part of a group. She was serving as a chaperone for a group of 6th graders. Sound like a private school, but anyway, they're walking outside, and this was happening at about 11:30 a.m. now. It was either yesterday or the day before. But anyway, broad daylight, walking outside the World of Coca-Cola. This is a pretty bustling area generally. You would think you're safe, right? Well, this was just a random attacker. There was no conversation. There was no words. Witnesses said that this guy, the perpetrator, just came out of nowhere. For some reason, singled her out, sucker punched her in the jaw. She went down unconscious, broke several bones in here, just jacked her up really bad. She's out like a light. So the perpetrator flees. He's gone. He runs. 911 was called, of course. There were people around. There's people around who witnessed this. A lot of people. Ambulance comes, takes her to Grady Memorial Hospital. They're saying she's going to be fine. They think she's going to recover. She will recover, but they're not sure. What they're going to have to do to that jaw, but it knocked her out cold. And the good thing is she's going to recover from this. But imagine, she probably didn't even see it coming. Or if she did, she probably didn't have much time to react. So these are the kinds of things that are very difficult to defend against, even if you're being alert. And even if you are carrying protection, you really have to be on it. You know what I mean? Even if you've had a second or two, maybe not enough time to reach for your protection, but at least enough time to take an evasive, to duck or a brace or something for it, right? She didn't have that, apparently. It happened that fast. This was totally unprovoked, y'all. Totally unprovoked attack. Now, the interesting thing about this, and I read several articles about this online, and I actually saw one that was televised, all local channels, did not give one iota of a description of the perpetrator. Now, that tells me a lot. And you know what I mean. all they said was there's a lot of security cameras in this area and the police are looking at it and trying to investigating. There have been no arrests. There probably will not be one. I mean, I hope there is. But the fact that they didn't give any type, they gave no description at all of the guy. All right? Nothing. You know, tells you all you need to know. But anyway, I just wanted to share that story because you probably wouldn't hear about it otherwise. I mean, unless you're local and just keep up with local news. You know, I don't know. Some of the bigger outlets might have mentioned it, but it's terrible. I saw one little clip from a local news station on TV that did interview the husband, and he wasn't there. This was a school trip, so he wasn't on this trip. So, but from the looks of him, he looked kind of middle-aged, maybe middle-aged white guy, and looked like a nice dude, you know. And yeah, he was kind of telling the story to a reporter. But anyway, I wanted to mention that. Let's stay alert, head on a swivel, even in a small crowd, y'all. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you are out in public in this world, y'all. This is in Atlanta. Any event, really. I'm going to go to a passage. I'm in the book of Psalm. Psalm, chapter 1. Starting out, chapter 1. How blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. And he will be like a tree firmly planted by streams of water, which yields its fruits in its season. And its leaf does not wither. And in whatever he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but they are like chaff, which the wind drives away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish, y'all. The way of the wicked will perish. Amen. And amen. There is judgment coming to the truly wicked, y'all. We see it on display, don't we, all day? I mean, every day. The last 4 years. Hello? And we will see it going forward. Is the government that's coming in going to wipe away all of the troubles and all that we've gone through in the last 4 years? We don't know. Don't hold your breath. I mean, I'm optimistic. Yes. I believe it'll make improvements. I really do. Are we going to see foolishness? Yeah, we are. We're dealing with humans. And no matter what kind of group the man puts around himself, there's going to be wickedness. It's going to be. There's no way around it, in my opinion. It's going to happen. But so anyway, like I said, I'm still optimistic. But anyway, share your thoughts on that. Hope that's helpful. Let's keep our walk with the Lord close. Stay close to Jesus now as much as any time. Okay? So, again, let's be safe. Let's be careful. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Eat the turkey. Eat the dessert. Watch the football if that's your thing. Take a nap. Take a walk. Take another nap and repeat the process. All right? Anyway, thanks for joining in. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.